Good evening and welcome back inside Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois, where tonight your Florence Freedom wrap up a midweek 4-game set of interleague baseball against the Windy City Thunderbolts. Hi folks, glad you could join me. Aaron Brody with you from the broadcast booth. Tonight's ball game pits the 40-24 Florence Freedom. The first team to 40 wins in all the Frontier League is still the top dog in the 10-team league, sitting atop the West Division by 3.5 games thanks to that early victory today. Evansville, the Otters, 3 games behind the Freedom with a record of 35-26, playing just 1 game tonight against the Joliet Slammers. So by virtue of the Freedom win earlier, they drop a half game behind Florence, who has an opportunity to make it a game and a half of ground gained with the victory tonight and an Evansville loss to the Joliet Slammers. So we'll keep an eye on that score. That's a 7:05 first pitch, a popular first pitch time around the league. One other final score to report from earlier. The Freedom's next opponent, the Southern Illinois Miners, grabbed a salvaging victory in the finale with the Schaumburg Boomers. So Southern Illinois is back at 500, 31-31. They are 7.5 games behind the Freedom and waiting in the wings as the Freedom will travel to Rent One Park through the night tonight for a weekend 3-game set before 3 much-needed off days await, wrapping around to more baseball next week. But enough of that, let's focus on the opponent at hand. The Windy City Thunderbolts enter tonight 27-35. They've lost 2 straight after taking the opener to the Freedom on Tuesday. Windy City now 8.5 games behind the Lake Erie Crushers, who lead the charge in the East Division with a 34-25 record. On the bump tonight for the Freedom, a man making his professional debut, at least in the Frontier League, a former American Association prospect in the Sioux Falls Canaries organization. Showed up at a Freedom tryout a week or so ago, dazzled and impressed, and will make his first Freedom start tonight. The southpaw, George Foe, on the bump. For the Windy City Thunderbolts, tonight's counterpart, they'll try to salvage a 4-game split with the Freedom, leaning on their right-hander, Hayden Shinnefield. Shinnefield is making his first start, 3rd appearance for Windy City on the bump tonight. Each of his first 2 appearances were in relief. It did not go tremendous over his first 4 1/3 professional innings. He's allowed 5 earned runs and enters tonight with a 10.38 ERA. No decisions to report, 0-0, but the ERA at 10.38 after a trio of rocky appearances in relief this season. So tonight will be his first start. He'll get the opportunity to showcase what he's got, taking on this starting lineup for the Freedom. Back in the leadoff spot, the left fielder Isaac Bernard. At the top of the order, Austin Wobrock's been producing tremendously as the 2-hole hitter, so he's back there tonight in the nightcap. Austin will be at short. Caleb Lopez starts the heart, playing second base. Andre Mercurio, the cleanup man, shagging in center. Ricky Ramirez Jr. will get the chance to just focus on his swing. He's the designated hitter, rounding out the heart of the Freedom 9. In the 5 spot, Luis Pintor will hit 6, play the hot corner. Brandon Pugh getting the chance to start in game number 4. He'll be in right field and hitting in the 7-hole. Ryan Rinsky will hit 8th, do the catching. Connor Crane raking in the 9-hole all season, back in his cozy spot, playing first base. Defensively behind the righty, Hayden Shinnefield. Starting with the outfield from left to right, Tyler Straub in left. Taisei Fukuhara playing center, and Chase Cockrell, the man with the 2-run shot in game 1 earlier today, in right field. Double play duo up the middle. Bryn Martinez has had a tremendous series offensively. He plays short. Omar Obregon's the second baseman. At the hot corner, Christian Funk will get the opportunity to play his 4th straight since coming over for a trade with the Gateway Grizzlies. At first base, Micah Coffey. And behind the plate, catching the balls and strikes of Hayden Shinnefield, Brett Koffel. So we got a Coffey and a Koffel in the lineup tonight for the Windy City Thunderbolts, and they're hitting in back-to-back spots in the 7 and 8 hole, respectively, for Windy City. We'll go through their 9-man batting order before they come to the plate in the bottom half of the first. We will step aside now for a short break. When we come back, the national anthem, and you know what happens after that. First pitch, a game 4 between your Freedom and Bolts, on the way from Crestwood, Illinois.
Coming am the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
It is almost that time again. Freedom and Bolts square off for the final time in this four-game midweek set at Ozinga Field. Hi, folks. Glad you could join me. Aaron Brody with you as we close in on first pitch of the top team in the West Division, your Freedom, and the third place team in the East Division standings, the Bolts from Windy City. Windy City got the first win of this series, got off on the right foot. Handed Florence their third straight loss with the 1-0 victory on Tuesday, but since then it has been all Freedom in the series, but a pair of one-run victories. So it has not been easy. But Florence has snapped that 3-game skid, and with a win tonight, can snap that skid immediately before starting a brand new, fresh, squeaky clean winning streak. That's what hangs in the balance tonight. The Freedom have already become the first team to 40 wins in the Frontier League. They did that earlier today, grabbing the opener of this true day-night doubleheader by the final score of 6-5. Hayden Schienefield will get the opportunity to make his first start for the Thunderbolts. He is wrapping up the last of his warm-up tosses. The first trio of Freedom hitters he'll hope to face just alone in this first inning will be Isaac Bernard, Austin Wobrock, and Caleb Lopez. Freedom put a good team effort on camera earlier today if you were choosing to watch via our YouTube live stream. Performed well for our radio audience as well if you were choosing to listen that direction. But a 6-5 victory where there were more than one offensive heroes. Austin Wobrock certainly fits the bill. A 3-for-4 day. He'll hit second in this one. Was 3-for-3 early in the game. A couple of singles and a double. He would score 1 run. But his second 3-hit game of the season really set the tone for the Freedom at the top of that batting order. Caleb Lopez had an RBI. Seems like he's getting one of those every game of late. Andre Mercurio knocked his 3rd home run of the season. A solo shot. That was the Freedom's 13th solo homer of the year. Did that to make it a 1-run game in the 4th. Ricky Ramirez Jr., another common name when you're talking about who had a good day at the plate for the Freedom. He would have a triple and an RBI in a 4-run 6th inning. Luis Pintor made the triple hurt, scoring Ricky Ramirez Jr. with an RBI double. Pintor on base twice in the 6th hole of Game 1. So a complete effort, plenty of offense. Got a near quality start from Scott Sebald, who went 6 innings, allowed 4 earned runs with 3 walks and 8 strikeouts. Sebald improving to 5-1 on the hill with that performance. With that, Isaac Bernard steps in the box. Hayden Schienefield is ready. Calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Dom Longbucko. His partner on the bases, Phil Papillo. Same crew from earlier, flip-flopped in their respective positions. The righty rocks into the windup, and a first pitch fastball will start us on the outside corner. 0-1 as Bernard takes. Underway at 7:08 in Game 4 here in Crestwood, Illinois. Freedom trying to take 3 of 4. Windy City trying to salvage a 4-game split. The 0-1 on the way from the righty. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 on Bernard. Freedom beat Tyler Thornton in Game 1. They're the only team in the Frontier League to hand Thornton a loss this year, and they've handed him each of his 2 losses here in 2019. Thornton falling to 4-2 in Game 1 earlier this afternoon. Schienefield, a slightly built right-hander, working from the windup on the first base side of the rubber, and Isaac Bernard will dig something out of his eye. Call time, step out of the box, and go on his watch. The Freedom are in their red jerseys here in game number 2, swapping out the grays from earlier, or rocking their customary road gray pants, however. Schienefield into the windup is 0-2's down and away. Counts 1-2. With beating Tyler Thornton earlier today, the Freedom now 25-19 against right-handed starters. Schienefield, a righty as well, hoping to keep a good thing going as a back foot breaking balls down and in to even the sequence, 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Schienefield, as I mentioned in the pregame, 5 earned runs in his first 4 1/3 innings for Windy City and 3 relief appearances. 4th time he's been out there, 1st time he's gotten the start. He's in an even 2-2 count. Stretches out the arm for rocking into the windup. Here's his 2-2. Fastball swung at, fouled off, out of play off the left side. Bernard fighting at the box. Still in a 2-2 count. Freedom wore their short pants in Game 1. Everybody team-wide rocking the tall sock look. Tonight it's the long gray pants. scouring into that first base dugout. It looks like that's also team-wide. Nobody getting the opportunity to wear their tall socks. Team-wide going the long pants tonight. Everything in unison for this Freedom Club. The 2-2 pitch hit hard towards right field and past a diving Micah Coffey. It'll be fielded in right by Chase Cockrell. Isaac Menard, a good start. Worked the count. Ultimately gets a leadoff single to bring up Austin Wobrock. Always so frustrating for a pitcher when a guy makes you work that hard and then still finds his way on base. Field will try to work down and induce Wobrock into a double play right here. First time we've seen the righty from the stretch. His first offering is a low fastball, but it's at the knees and called a strike. Austin entered today at .267 with his batting average, but a 3-for-4 performance should have him closing in on the .280 mark as he lays down a bunt. First base side, and it's going to roll foul. That would have been a sacrifice. Not trying to bunt his way on. Did show it rather late. But ultimately, looks like Dennis Pelfrey, who is mic'd up again tonight, just trying to push Isaac Menard into scoring position for Caleb Lopez, who has had a good series offensively. The only guy who really did much of anything against Chris Washington in that 1-0 game back on Tuesday. Had an RBI in game 2. 2 RBIs yesterday. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Wobrock down on strikes. Early strikeout for Hayden Schinefield. Makes the situation Bernard at first, now 1 out for Lopez. Caleb now with 31 runs batted in. Been gap to gap all season. Good bet for extra bases, 12 two-baggers this year. Schinefield sets, closed off from the stretch. And he'll offer Lopez a first pitch fastball down at the shoe tops for ball 1. Freedom with 31 first inning runs this year. Besting their opponent by 9 in that department. The opposition has been able to muster 22 runs scored in their first at bat. Freedom like to set that tone early in a game. We've read the statistics on what the Freedom are when they score first, showing bunt pulling back as Lopez, now a snap throw to first base, but back in there safely with the head first dive was Bernard. Ahead of the swipe tag from Micah Coffey. Brett Koffel showcasing his throwing arm, but not in time. Result of the pitch was a strike. Counts 1-1 on Lopez. Schinefield leaning in for the sign. Comes set just above the belt. And is 1-1. Foul tipped into the mitt of Koffel as the count moves to 1-2. A 7-game road trip for the Freedom. They've reached game number 4. Would love to get off to that 3-1 start before 3 very important games in the West Division with Southern Illinois over the weekend. Pick off to first base from Schinefield, who's going to check on Bernard himself. No tag applied on this one, however. Wasn't a close play. Bernard right back off to a very aggressive lead at first base. Might have his sights on his 11th stolen base. The 1-2. Breaking ball down and away. Good take is the count. Evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting that pitch count up early. These disciplined Freedom hitters. Who knows how long Schinefield will get the opportunity to extend his first start, seeing as he has been nothing but a relief guy over his first 3 appearances. Might take a little bit of time to build up that stamina. The 2-2 pitch hit hard on a line. Obregon leaps, catches, will throw to first base. Dug out of the turf, but not in time. Bernard able to slam on the brakes and get back to first. Stay out of the inning-ending double play. Strong contact from Lopez to second. But Obregon was there. Left his feet, made a nice play. to take a single away from Lopez. So 2 outs, Bernard still standing at first base. He singled to start the game, but has not been moved over for the next 2 batters. Andre Mercurio will try to change that directly. Cleanup man starting to put some more numbers in that home run department of late. Homered in the Lake Erie Crusher series. There's only been 1 series in between since he got his 3rd homer earlier this morning. Back foot breaking ball, down and in for ball 1. All 3 of Mercurio's homers this season, moonshots to right field. Pulls the ball with power, but will go gap to gap to any part of the park. Another one of those good, pure hitters who sprays the ball all over the yard. The 1-0 offering to him. Fastball that hits the mitt on the outside corner will even the sequence at 1-1. Mercurio making the start in center field in all 4 games of this series. It's as many games in a row as he's played defensively and hit this season. The experienced player usually gets 1 game to DH out of 4. He'll lay off a back foot breaking ball for good reason. It was low for ball 2. Counts 2-1. Mercurio a regular player, don't get me wrong. But normally on that finale day, he'll get the chance to DH if he hadn't already in that series. But not the case in this one. Ricky getting the chance to be the DH. Pick off to first base. A close play this time, but Bernard back in there again. Doing a good job making Field worry about him. Does have 10 stolen bases on the season and is off to a very aggressive lead with each pitch. Back foot almost to the cut of the turf at first base for Bernard. Righty will offer home the 2-1. Got it in on the hands. It's popped up shallow into left center field. Sprinting in for it's Tyler Straub, and the left fielder will make the catch. So the Freedom get the leadoff single, but strand Isaac at first in a quiet top half of the first. So Windy City will come to the plate. 0-0 at Ozinga Field. We've reached Game 4 of the midweek 4-game set. Home team to the plate next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
Time to get our first looks at the lefty, George Foe, who makes his Freedom debut tonight in game number 4 with the Windy City Thunderbolts. No score after half an inning. Florence down, squandering a leadoff single from Isaac Bernard in a quiet top half. So Windy City will send Omar Obregon, Christian Funk, Bryn Martinez to the plate, bottom 1, looking for the game's first run. That is the top trio of hitters to come to the plate tonight for Windy City. Here's the rest of their lineup and batting order. Chase Cockrell will hit in the cleanup spot, play right field. Tyler Alamos, the DH, rounding out the heart of the order. Taisei Fukuhara's got plenty of pop. He's in the 6th spot, playing center. Micah Coffey's at first base, hitting 7th. Brett Koffel, the catcher, in the 8-hole. And Tyler Straub in left, batting 9th. First pitch from the lefty to Omar Obregon. Down and away for a first pitch ball. Obregon, the switch hitter. We've seen him hit plenty on both sides. Scott Seabald, a lefty, made the start earlier today. Fastball offered at, popped up, shallow in right field. Brandon Pugh sprinting in with plenty of wheels. Gets to the spot in short order and makes the catch. Half 9 for out number 1 to bring up Christian Funk. Good start for George Foe in his pro debut in the Frontier League. Christian Funk's had a tough go of it. Did get his first hit of the series earlier today. Walked a couple of times. Fastball's up and in to start him 1-0. But 5 strikeouts in the series for this guy. He's only put the ball in play 3 times. The 1-0. Grounded foul past first to even the count 1-1. Aaron Brody with you from Ozinga Field. Lefty works quick. A good fit for the Freedom pitching staff. Hits Ryan Rinsky's mitt for a called second strike. Foe last with the Sioux Falls Canaries in the American Association as recently as this year before coming over to Florence. Here's his 1-2. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Started that on the edge. It tapered off, and it got the whiff. First Freedom strikeout in the books for George Foe. And so were 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first. Bryn Martinez will try to extend the inning. Martinez milking his walkout song. Foe just patiently waiting for him to get in the box. As soon as he does, here comes the lefty. Fastball just off the outer third. Good frame job by Rinsky, but he didn't get the call. Lefty deals again as 1-0. Same spot, same call, 2-0. Very, very close. Dom Longbucko being stubborn on the outside edge. Here in the early goings, 2-0 pitch on the way. This one's in a better spot, and it's called on the swing. Bryn Martinez did offer. So the count will be 2-1. Here is the 2-1. Hard ground ball, but right to second base. Caleb Lopez has it on to first. Good inning, good start to the Freedom career for George Foe. He faces the minimum in a quick first frame onto the second. No score in Crestwood, Illinois. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Moving right along into the top of the second inning, no score in game number 4 between the Freedom and Windy City Thunderbolts. Aaron Brody with you and a very special guest. Joining me on the road in the broadcast booth here at Ozinga Field is the new owner of the Florence Freedom baseball team, David DeBello. What an opportunity to get the chance to talk to you here in Chicago as the team's on a road trip, but thanks for coming on today.
No, Aaron, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, man, it's probably been a whirlwind for you last couple of weeks. Talk to us a little bit about acquiring the team.
It absolutely has been. Me and my partners have been nothing but excited. It's been 1 week in today,
Okay.
and we're still learning, still trying to understand, and we're having a lot of fun. That's the whole point. Kim and the Kim Brown family have been fantastic owners,
Absolutely.
not only for the Freedom, but they've been fantastic people for Northern Kentucky.
No
And
question about that. Hall of Famers when it comes to the Florence Freedom. Kim Brown, Clint Brown, and the crew. Ricky Ramirez Jr. in the box to lead things off, and a first pitch fastball from Hayden Shinnefield. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. It's the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. So is owning a baseball team something that you've always wanted to do, something you dreamed about since you were a kid, or did everything just kind of happen really fast here these last couple weeks?
It's been a combination of both. I think that you would say that all of myself and my partners want to be a baseball owner.
Breaking ball is called a strike.
Honestly, who doesn't want to be an owner of a team? But importantly, we were afforded an opportunity to take over a team that has been part of our community for 15 plus years now. We are all local businessmen, and we want to continue that. We want to continue the legacy that the Brown family has created. We want to provide a wonderful place for Northern Kentucky families, also Cincinnati families, to come enjoy a great family night at the ballpark.
Mission accomplished so far.
Ah.
Florence Freedom, always a tremendous way to get the family out. Have a good, fun-filled family evening at the ballpark. Good breaking ball swung on and missed. Ramirez down on strikes. 3 pitches. Had a tough time making contact last couple of the games.
Well, that's baseball.
For sure.
And we are very fortunate that the Freedom are in first place in the league, and let's hope we can continue that.
Man, no kidding. It's felt like a season, one of those magic carpet ride seasons. Obviously, you weren't around in 2017, but this team's very competitive, and they've been trying to outdo what that 2017 squad did. 61 wins, 35 losses in their best season in franchise history. Luis Pintor in the box now. As the righty rocks into the windup, and his first pitch breaking ball is a good one. Hits the mid on the outside edge. Pintor behind in the count 0-1. So you gotten the chance to kind of talk to any of the 24-man roster yet? Got any favorite players you like talking to the most?
Not yet. We've only spent some time with Dennis, who we think is a phenomenal manager. He's done a great job for the Freedom, and we're glad he's on board.
0-1 pitch just off the outer edge. Yeah, Dennis Pelfrey. I know I'm biased, but you just do not get better in the Frontier League in terms of a guy that does it all. Brings in the right kind of guys, wins, keeps a good locker room, clubhouse environment, and lets everybody in the organization do their job and do it well. Here's a ground ball, slowly rolled toward third. Squeezing it and throwing across the body. Nice play. Coming off the bag at first base was Micah Coffey, who put the tag on Pintor. And as the throw from Funk
That was well
brought him
done.
up the line. Yeah, good looks there.
But the other thing that Pelfrey does is he holds everyone accountable. Each player is accountable for who they are and what they do and how they provide to the organization. And I respect that tremendously.
Guys seem to really follow his lead. Every team I've been around for 3 years. I've been here for 3 of the 5 years in the Dennis Pelfrey era. And I'm sure it was the same way in the 2 seasons I wasn't. But they play for this guy every night. All 9 innings.
That's all you can ask.
Not a lot of teams around the league will do that night in, night out. First pitch to Brandon Pugh. A breaking ball down and in for ball 1. But a 7-game road trip for the guys here. What's from the top? What are you hoping for in terms of the win-loss record on a 7-game road trip? They have a chance to be 3-1 to start. I'm sure that's right where you want to see them.
Yeah, so I'd say that we're 2-1 walking into this game. So let's finish 6-1. That would be appropriate.
Yeah, never losing again would
Nope.
be awesome.
Nope, let's set the bar high.
Yeah.
We expect to win, and we should expect to win.
This team has been the best team in the Frontier League for the majority of the season. Traded some losses with wins early in the year. But at one point, in the middle of June, rattled off 20 wins in 23 games. Time called in the box as Brandon Pugh grew impatient with Hayden Shinnefield out there on the bump. So you a big fan of anything Cincinnati as far as the skyline? I know you're a Procter & Gamble guy, so you've been around Cincinnati. You into the Cincinnati chili, Montgomery Inn, all that stuff? Fastball swung on and missed.
Of course I do. Yeah, P&G brought me to Cincinnati 25 years ago. I've been on my own as an entrepreneur for 20-plus years, so it's been a long time since I was in the ivory towers in downtown Cincinnati.
For sure.
But I've grown to love, or it didn't take very long to grow. I liked it instantly in terms of Gold Star and Skyline for sure.
Which one is better?
I shouldn't say, because we do have a sponsor who's a great sponsor of ours. I like them both.
I was trying to walk you into saying the sponsor, but
No, I truly love Gold Star chili. I really do. So
no, absolutely. 100%. Actually had the owner for Lake Erie mad at me because I didn't bring him any Cincinnati chili. We went up there to the Cleveland area last week. 2-2 pitch, fought off.
Yeah, he's a Cincinnati native.
Yeah. And still roots for Cincinnati sports teams, even though he's up there in the Cleveland area. I thought
Right.
that was interesting, especially with some of the winning Cleveland's done of late with the Cavaliers and the Indians getting to the World Series in 2016. But he's Cincinnati through and through.
When you grow up with something, it's tough to leave it,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
That's why I'm still a Cowboys fan today, Dave.
It's respectable. I grew up in Buffalo, New York, and I'm still a
Oh,
Bills
no.
fan. Yes.
Sorry to bring it up.
Absolutely true.
2-2 on the way to Brandon Pugh. A line drive smoked into center. This is going to take one hop before it's played by Fukuhara. Good job extending the inning by Brandon Pugh. 2 quick outs, but now a single. And this is how the Freedom start rallies all season long. Never out of the fight. Got to get that third and final out. That's always the toughest one when you're taking on the Crimson and White. Here comes Ryan Rinsky, the catcher, with a man at first. There are 2 outs. So you're still a Buffalo Bills guy?
I am. Again, I would say it's difficult. It's almost impossible to leave a team when you've grown up with them and you've learned to love them.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Trust me, do I know. An obsessed Cowboys fan come September. First pitch out on the way to Rinsky. Fastball on the inside corner for a called strike.
Does that mean you're a Texas Rangers fan, though?
You know, I'm not, because I moved around a lot with my dad's job. He's with Western and Southern.
Yep.
So moved across the country many a times. I held on to Atlanta Braves baseball. Runner takes off in Pugh, and he has stolen second base easily. The throw down from Brett Koffel nowhere near in time. The speedy Pugh has another stolen bag. And just like that, with 2 outs, the Freedom have a man in scoring position in a 0-0 game.
He got a great jump.
Tremendous jump. Stole that one on Shinnefield. Yeah, we always had cable, so with TBS, didn't matter where we lived, I could watch the Atlanta Braves. Chipper Jones is my hero.
Okay. That's very respectable.
But if you're a New York guy, that might make you a Mets fan. Are we rivals in all sports?
Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
No, I'm very much a Reds fan.
Okay.
And honestly, I developed my love of the Reds when I moved to Cincinnati. And fortunately or unfortunately, when I grew up, we did not have an MLB team. So I did not have that ownership of love for a team. And no, Cincinnati's mine.
Cincinnati? Why not?
Right.
Had a good history. First team. Breaking balls popped up. Foul ground off the bat of Rinsky. First base side. Chasing it all the way to the wall is Micah Coffey, but he will not have the real estate. This one falls on the other side of the netting as the count is 2-2 to number 22, Ryan Rinsky, in a 0-0 game. Shinnefield will take a quick trip to the rosin bag. Freeman doing a good job making this guy work in every inning. First start, 4th appearance, but learning quickly how patient and disciplined each Freedom hitter is. Is there a certain MO to baseball teams that you look for or that you like personally and teams you watch every night? Style of play? 2-2's grounded to third base. Christian Funk plays it to his left. Will send the hard toss to first.
The quick answer is any team that plays hard, plays well, keeps their head in the game.
There you go. Well, you're going to be a Freedom fan then.
I
That's
am a
exactly
Freedom
what
fan.
the Freedom have done all season. Can you stick around for the bottom half of the second, or you got to run?
I can stick around.
Stick around for the bottom of the second. Awesome. So David Dobello and Aaron Brody back to Ozinga Field after a short word on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey, Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in Greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life. Pass it on. You belong at Citi. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at Citi certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at Citi and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.citi.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. Citi is an equal opportunity employer. Bottom two of Game 4 between the Windy City Thunderbolts and your Florence Freedom. No score. It'll be the 4-5-6 hitters due up to face the newly signed George Foe in the bottom of inning number 2. 0-0 game. Potentially more of a pitcher's duel on tap here in the fourth and final game of this midweek series. A first pitch fastball and a first pitch strike to Chase Cockrell, who falls behind 0-1. Aaron Brody with you with the new owner of the Florence Freedom, David DeBello, who's joining us for another 3 outs. Nasty breaking ball swung on and missed. Can't thank you enough for stopping by and putting the headset on. Impromptu interview, impromptu opportunity to get you on the air talking to your fan base now.
My pleasure. It's not my fan base, it's the Freedom fan base.
0-2 is spiked in the turf. Not a bad idea on a waste pitch. But ball number 1 to Cockrell. Got his first home run of the year earlier this afternoon. Plated the first 2 runs for Windy City with a 2-run jack. But other than that, the Freedom done great work on this guy in this series. A couple of shakes from Foe. Now he'll rock into the windup. And the 1-2, called strike 3. Nice spot. Hit the mid of Rinsky. And the inside strike awarded.
Well, Dennis knows talent.
That he does.
And apparently our new pitcher Foe here has some talent.
He's looking good to start. He's faced the minimum in the first inning. 4 straight retired. Hard to do much better. Has the early strikeout. Tyler Alamo, the DH, stepping in. Foe works quickly. First pitch fastball is going to miss outside for ball number 1. So have you started the countdown to football season? Training camp starting to begin all over the NFL. Breaking balls down and in for ball 2.
No, it's baseball season.
Still baseball season?
All right. Let's get through the baseball season. Let's get into September. Let's win some games in September.
Yeah.
And then we'll worry about football.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. 2-0 pitch. Swung on. Lifted in the air. Shallow in right field. Connor Crane from first base gives chase. He'll chase this ball back in and out of his mitt. This is a fair baseball and rolling in right. Satisfied with the single is Tyler Alamo. That was a really tough play for Connor Crane. He almost made it. But Windy City will have a man at first base for Taisei Fukuhara. Wynn playing some tricks on that one. So you got the family here, at least a son and one of his friends. You got any plans while you're in the Chicago area here?
No, we're just up tonight for the game.
Okay.
And then we're head back down to Indianapolis. My son is playing in a baseball tournament.
Sweet.
So we just drove up to see the team tonight.
Fukuhara goes after a first pitch, grounds it to short. Wobrock to second for 1, on
Nice
to first,
turn.
a half step ahead of Fukuhara.
Well done.
And just like that, the single eliminated. 6-4-3 double play in a quick moving second. George Foe still cruising as we head to the third, scoreless at Ozinga Field. Well, David, I know you want to get back over there and enjoy time with the family. Cannot thank you enough for stopping along the broadcast today. Congratulations on your purchase of the Freedom, and best of luck with it. Looking forward to working along your side.
Aaron, so am I, and thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Go Freedom.
Can't stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Wits yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Wits custard today. Donato's Pizza and Wits Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We're Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
We move scoreless to the third. Freedom will send their 9-1-2 hitters to the plate. That's Crane, Bernard, and Wobrock. Aaron Brody with you from Ozinga Field. Shouts to the new Freedom owner, David DeBello, for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the impromptu interview with the new owner of the Freedom. Official last week, as he talked about in his first full week. Looking forward to the opportunity to work at his side. Baseball lifer, you heard it there first. No talking about football during baseball season. Note to self. George Foe looks good early in his Freedom career. He has still faced the minimum through 2 frames. Gave up his first hit in the second, but quickly eliminated it with a 6-4-3 double play. Already 2 quick strikeouts for the lefty as well. So Brian White and Dennis Pelfrey have to be all smiles at what they've seen through the first 2 frames from the guy who signed his contract in between games and is immediately thrust into the lineup. Arms certainly at a premium when you're playing as many games as the Freedom are this week. First pitch, fastball from Hayden Shinnefield, who's looked good equally. Just a couple of hits allowed, 1 in each frame. But 2 goose eggs on the board. His first pitch fastball was down and away to Connor Crane, so he will have to fight back in a 1-0 count. Righty rocks into the windup and his 1-0. It's down and in. Crane just continued on raking earlier this afternoon. Got an RBI single in the 5th. Club best RBI total up to 44 on the season. Doing all this work in the 9-hole. 2-0. Hard line smash, but a backhand squeeze at second by Omar Obregon as he headed to his right. A couple of times Obregon has taken line drives away from Freedom hitters. This time he robs Crane. He robbed Lopez for the second out in the first. Back to the top and Isaac Bernard. Shinnefield rocks into the windup, and his fastball's off the plate. Isaac 1 for 1. Single to start the ball game, but was left standing lonely right there at first base. 3 straight outs were recorded by Shinnefield to start the night. Righty back into the windup, his 1-0. Hit well to center field. This one's carrying, Fukuhara on a dead sprint, leaping at the wall and making the catch. Holy Moses. That is a mighty fine play in center field. Isaac Bernard testing the limits to the deepest part of the park, but Fukuhara on a dead sprint showcased his vertical on the run, squeezed it. Maybe the best part of the play was how he managed to not slam hard into the wall upon landing. That's a tremendous play in center field for out number 2. Austin Wobrock will now just try to make Shinnefield work a little bit harder. Start a little something with 2. First pitch to Wobrock. He goes after, lines it hard over the Thunderbolts' third base dugout. 0-1 will be the count. Couple of shakes from the righty. Pitching with confidence. Knows what he wants. The 0-1. Hits the mitt. Breaking ball was the right choice. On the outside corner, it's 0-2 to the Freedom shortstop. Freedom with 1 knock in each inning. They need a base hit here to keep a good thing going. Small sparks can still ignite fires. Not here in the third. Fastball swung on and missed. Wobrock down on strikes for the second time tonight. Shinnefield's looking good in his first start. Could be another duel of arms here at Ozinga Field. We are through 2.5 scoreless frames and heading to the bottom of the third in Crestwood, Illinois. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball, presented by Titan Mechanical Solutions.
It's not just a truck. It's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood. The Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go anywhere, do anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma. The truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Right now at Fazoli's, get the $5 lunch. Pick 2 Fazoli's favorites, like our fettuccine Alfredo and a side Caesar salad. Or get lasagna with meat sauce and a slice of pepperoni pizza, plus a drink, all for $5. That's right, just $5. Choose from over 450 tasty combinations and get our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks when you dine in. Make plans to enjoy the $5 lunch at Fazoli's today. Fazoli's, life is better with breadsticks. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Getting colder, summer getting...
7-8-9 due up for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Scoreless game in the finale of a 4-game midweek set. George Foe rocks into the windup. Will miss inside on the first offering to Micah Coffey, the Bolts' first baseman, to lead off the home side of the third. Foe's faced the minimum. He's allowed 1 knock, but rolled a double play. The 1-0. Down low. 2-0 to Coffey. Second start for Micah Coffey in this 4-game set. Played first a couple of times. Tyler Alamo was beamed in the small of the back earlier this afternoon. He was the other first baseman and the heart of the order hitter as a fastball crosses on the outside edge. 2 balls and a strike. So getting the chance to focus on just hitting the baseball tonight is Alamo, opening the door for Coffey to make his second start in the series. Hard ground ball to short. Wobrock to his left. Has it on to first. Just in time. Coffey runs well. and was motoring down that first base line, but Wobrock got it there a half step ahead of the runner. Foes retired one more. In steps Brett Koffel. Fastball on the first pitch. A hair off the outside edge. It'll be 1-0. Coffey and Koffel back to back. A broadcaster's dream. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Koffel, the 8-hole hitter. It'll be Straub next, then the top. Should they get a base runner? Lefty deals the 1-1 pitch. He's living right around the edges, but this fastball was too far in. No bad misses. All business and working quick, the 2-1. Another close pitch doesn't go his way. Too far in, 3-1. Foe has not walked anybody yet. Would prefer not to. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Tapped foul towards third. It'll be a full count. Foe looks the part. 6'4", 230 pounds. Solid frame. Throws the ball on that downward plane in the 3-2. Goodness gracious, ball 4. 3 of those balls might be strikes. The different umpire. A dominant long bucko has a tight zone. He's been consistent with it. Certainly in that at bat. Foe is stubborn, trying to get that inside edge to open up, but it never did. So Koffel is aboard for Tyler Straub. Lefty goes fastball. Straub shoots it foul out of play off to the right. First pitch on the way and just outside. Second offering. The count is 1-1 to Straub. 1 out and runner at first base. Pitch grounded foul past third. Foe's shown the ability to roll a double play when he's needed it already once tonight. Doing a good job working knee level here on Straub, trying to get another one to jump out of this bottom of the third. Lefty deals 1-2. Fastball got him, swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts for Foe. 2 dead in the home side of the third. Back to the top, and Omar Obregon 0 for 1 at the fly out to right. First pitch fastball on the outside black for a called strike. Foe sets out in front of his chest. And the lefty deals. Will miss in at the fastball. He might just stay on that outside black. He's getting that one. But inside corners to righties. Not doing the trick, at least in the early going. Sometimes those things change. 1-1, tap towards short. Wobrock charging in, gloves off his left foot, and sends a bullet to first to retire Obregon. Windy City gets 1 base runner, but they can't move him over. Freedom back to the plate, top 4. Still 0-0 at Ozinga Field.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
Top of the fourth has arrived in Crestwood, Illinois. No score. Freedom and Bolts stalemated in a scoreless affair. Seen plenty of good pitching performances in this series. Two teams with a couple of the best pitching staffs in all the Frontier League. Proving why. This week, just outside Chicago. Windy City trying to even the four-game slate. 2 wins apiece. The Freedom trying to take 3 of 4 and getting this 7-game road trip off and rolling in the right direction. Southern Illinois will enter that series feeling better about themselves. Would have been just too much to ask for the Freedom to get a Schaumburg Boomers sweep. Have the Miners reeling as they return home for the Freedom, who have had their number at least lately. 2 series victories over Southern Illinois. Took 3 of 4 from the Miners at UC Health Stadium. One of those wins was retroactive to the first series of the season, a series that was actually a split because of the fact the Sunday finale was rained out. The Freedom took 3 of 4 about a month later to make it 2 series victories over the Miners this season. Ball is going to miss down and away for ball 1. Caleb 0 for 1 lined out to Omar Obregon, who's been a vacuum at second tonight. Hayden Shinfield's been tough to solve as well. He's allowed just 2 base runners, and he throws a fastball past a swinging Lopez here to even the count. Been a single in 2 different innings. The only base runners tonight for the Freedom. One pitch, swung on and missed. Got it in on the hands. 1-2. Shinfield working from the windup. Rocks into it. The 1-2 pitch. Too far in. Count leaving up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lopez sitting on 4 homers. Mentioned the power surge for Andre Mercurio of late. He's waiting on deck. Caleb Lopez had his a couple of weeks ago. Homered in 2 out of 4 games. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit hard to right field. Hooking towards the right fielder, but bouncing and played on a hop by Cockrell. Thought the hook of that baseball might hurt Lopey. But the top spin. Saw it bounce before it could be squeezed. So Lopez will have his first hit of the night, but has hit Shinfield hard in both ABs. Good start to the Freedom side of the 4th. In steps Mercurio. Flew out to left. And AB number 1 now shows bunt. It's a good one. First base side. Hard bunt. Omar Obregon will squeeze. Try to win the foot race at first base, and Mercurio beat him to the bag. An infield hit for Andre, who smacks his chest. A good start, just got a little bit better. Runners at first and second. Back-to-back singles in the inning. And here comes Ricky Ramirez Jr. A hard bunt up the first base side. Ended up being played on a bounce by the second baseman, Omar Obregon, who had a couple of options to flip to, but decided he would just try to beat Mercurio to the base. He didn't. Shinnefield sets just above the belt. First pitch swinging and a line drive off the screen behind home plate. Golden opportunity here in the fourth. The best threat for the Freedom tonight. Got to cash in. Still nobody out. Swung on and missed. Good off speed. Ricky 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Had the hat trick in game number 2 of this series. 5 strikeouts in this 4-game set with Windy City. But did have the RBI triple to help the Freedom tie the game in that 4-run 6th earlier this afternoon. Breaking balls off the plate. A good take. Counts 1-2. Wrote in the offseason this guy Ramirez would vie for Frontier League MVP in my bold predictions piece. Had to do one. Had to have some fun taking a guess at what was going to shake out, and I'm really starting to like that one. Ricky has had another great year in his second season in Florence. Here is a fly ball in the left. It's shallow. Bryn Martinez from short racing out. Near collision, but the shortstop makes the catch. Tyler Straub never got the memo that Bryn Martinez was dead set on making the play. It was certainly an easier play for the left fielder, who may have even attempted to call Martinez off. Who knows who wasn't listening? But a collision was able to be avoided, and a nice play by the shortstop, who had the toughest angle and the toughest chance, but did make the catch for out number 1. Luis Pintor will get the opportunity with runners at first and second. First pitch to Luis. Chop to third base. Funk will step on the bag at third. Send the hose to first base. Pulls him off the bag, but did he come down on it? Yes, he did. Micah Coffey showing the footwork. Threat eliminated. Another goose egg on the board for the Freedom. 4 straight of those as Hayden Shinnefield came up with a couple of tough pitches that he absolutely had to have. So the Bolts will come back to the plate with all sorts of mo in a scoreless game.
Points, cash, gear, sports. With a Dick's scorecard, you earn points on all your purchases and get 3% back in rewards and access to exclusive deals and events. It's simple. Points lead to cash to buy gear so you can play more sports. Get your Dick's scorecard and start earning reward certificates today. Every season starts at Dick's.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
George Foe comes up with a nasty Uncle Chuck to get a swing and a miss, and we are underway in the bottom of the fourth. Two-hole man Christian Funk leading things off for the Thunderbolts in a 0-0 game. Line drive to left field, and Isaac Bernard will have to play this on a hop. Christian Funk goes the other way and leads off the home side of inning number 4 with a one-bagger. Aaron Brody with you from Crestwood, Illinois. Bryn Martinez, the three-hole man, the next man in line for the Thunderbolts. Foe sets and offers Martinez a fastball. Three-hole man showed bunt, but pulled back. Can't imagine this is a guy going to go up there and give himself up. He might be their best hitter on the club. The 1-0. Swinging away this time. Line drive to center. Andre Mercurio will make the catch. Moving towards right center for out number 1. Funk back to first. Chase Cockerell digging in. 1 on and 1 out. Freedom doubling up the Thunderbolts in the hit column, 4-2. Foe deals. High fly. Right center field and deep. Mercurio in a dead sprint towards the wall. Going to make the running grab. No, it's in and out of the mitt. Up against the wall. The center fielder fires it back. Windy City thought like I did. Originally, it looked like Mercurio made the catch, but the ball touched turf. So nobody scores. It's a stand-up double for Chase Cockerell. But standing at third base is Christian Funk, who had to wait and see it down. Got a late break. Andre had that ball squeezed and then lost it as he bumped into the wall out there, as the slow motion replay will illustrate here at Ozinga Field. Very close to another tremendous catch in center tonight. But now a threat for the Thunderbolts in a scoreless game. 2 men on and both in scoring position as Tyler Alamo takes a vicious rip and fouls off a first pitch fastball back to the screen. First bit of adversity for the man making his Freedom debut tonight. The 0-1 pitch lifted in the air to right field. This should do the trick. Pugh's under it, makes the catch, but he's a half step shy of the warning track, and he will relay towards third. The Windy City Thunderbolts have taken the game's first lead on a sacrifice fly from Tyler Alamo. Christian Funk crosses home plate, and it's a 1-0 game. First pitch on the way to Taisei Fukuhara. Breaking ball down for ball 1. Sinking liner to center, down, a base hit. Mercurio has to jump to play it on a hop. Crossing home plate is Chase Cockerell. The Thunderbolts have taken a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Ambushing early in the count. Fogus assigned, sees Rinsky set up, out. First pitch swinging and a foul ball back over the top of the netting by Micah Coffey, who falls behind 0-1. Runner at first base and 2 outs. Runner takes off, a delay steal. Fukuhara has his sights on second. He'll be there as Austin Wobrock couldn't squeeze the throw from Rinsky. Picks it up after it rolls towards second. Fukuhara now standing in scoring position. And has good wheels. A single will score him. Especially with 2 outs, he'll be running on contact. Fo's got to come up with the pitch he needs here. The 1-1 on the way. Good breaking ball. Right on the outside edge, 1-2. Fo out of Northern Illinois University. Another D1 product to lace him up for Dennis Pelfrey's Freedom. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball served into left field. Twisting towards foul ground. Isaac Bernard will give chase, but he won't have the room. It's out of play. 1-2. Lefty sets out in front of his chest in the 1-2 pitch. Skied towards center. Andre Mercurio going back. Will have enough room. He makes the catch. And Windy City is retired in the 4th, but not before they scratch across the first pair of runs in the ball game. Take a 2-0 lead as we move to the 5th. In Crestwood, Illinois, you're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball, presented by Titan Mechanical Solutions.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic signs you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. What a swing in this ball game. The Freedom in the top of the 4th had 2 men on to start the frame on back-to-back singles, but would end up rolling into a double play to end the inning. No runs across. Riding that momentum, Windy City able to plate the game's first pair of runs. A single and a double helped the home team take a 1-0 edge. Chase Cockrell plating the game's first run. Followed immediately by a Tyler Alamo sacrifice fly. So Windy City does have a 2-0 edge as Brandon Pugh comes to the plate for the Freedom to start the 5th, trailing by 2. Three hits in total in the inning for Windy City. They finally broke through on the man making his Freedom debut, George Fo. First pitch on the way from Field, making the spot start. He'll miss down and in with a breaking ball. Pugh takes the 1-0 edge. The 1-0's on the way. Hits the mitt, but doesn't get the call. 2-0. So that fastball was off the outer edge. Pugh's 1 for 1 at the single tonight. Here's the 2-0 to him. That corner of the plate is just closed for business. 3-0 to Brandon Pugh. It's the outside edge to a lefty. The inside corner to righties. Has not been there all night. Won't complain here. 3-0. Field rocks and fires. This time he'll get the call. Very similar spot. And this fastball gets the strike, and it's 3-1. Field deals. Pugh tried to bunt and just missed. Now a full count to the 7-hole man. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Freedom. Pugh, Rinsky, and Crane. Field starting to look a lot more comfortable out there. Struggled in his first 4 1/3 innings, all in relief for Windy City. Entered tonight with an ERA over 10. Breaking ball is fouled off out of play off to the left. It was 5 earned runs in his first 4 1/3, 3 relief appearances. But he has hung 4 straight zeros. Freedom have been tremendous all season at answering the heavy blows with a blow of their own. Good battle from Brandon Pugh to start the 5th after the 2 spot from Windy City in that bottom of the 4th. A payoff on the way from Field. Good take. Down and away. Ball 4. Another pitch on that corner that, just for the most part, has not been there. So a wise take from Brandon Pugh, knowing the tendencies of the home plate umpire. A pitch you probably ought to take a swing at to protect with 2 strikes, but know the zone. A base on balls for Brandon brings up Brandon Pugh, or brings up Ryan Rinsky. Lays down a bunt, but it rolls foul at the first base side. Not a bad idea to get that man in scoring position for the dude waiting on deck and Connor Crane. Feast with men on base. See if Dennis Pelfrey leaves the bunt on Rinsky. Count is 0-1 to the Freedom catcher. Infield charges in as Pugh takes off.
Come on!
Airmail to center. Brandon on his horse to third base. The ball got away from Brett Koffel. And an extra 90 feet for Brandon as I hand the mic to Dennis Pelfrey. Result of the pitch was down to Ryan Rinsky.
Nice jump on it. Let's go. If not, anything on the ground you should be able to score on, unless it's just an absolute missile to first.
The 1-1. Called a strike on the outside corner. Nobody out. Brandon Pugh standing just 90 feet away. Took off to steal his second bag of the night, ending up at third base on a throwing error behind the plate. Time called in the box as Rinsky steps out. Told you the Freedom love to answer.
Tagging in the air.
They are on their way.
Nobody out. A nice read off the bat.
Broken bat, jam shot, rolled back to the pitcher. Shinnefield will fire high, but Coffey able to corral it to get the out at first base. Brandon Pugh choosing to stay at third base, and you can hear Dennis Belfry. That was the right read. Slow roller right back to the pitcher. Pugh would have ran into an out at home plate.
Same thing here.
So Connor Crane will get the chance. The all-world 9-hole hitter.
Be a little more aggressive on the
Tasked
ground
with
here.
plating the Freedom's first run to cut this 2-run deficit in half. At the very least, in this AB. There is one out. A fly ball could do the trick. Score is 2-0 Thunderbolts for now.
One out.
First pitch on the way to Connor. A strike right down Broadway.
Still tagging in the air. Nice read off the bat.
Shinnefield will step off. Connor just looking for something he can get under here. In an 0-1 count. Righty sets above the belt and will offer home a breaking ball that's wide of the mark. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Crane with 44 runs batted in. Shinnefield leans in for the sign. Here's his 1-1. Back up the box, in and out of the mitt of Shinnefield, who knocked it down and will throw to first in time. Back-to-back comebackers to the pitcher. Brandon Pugh still at third base. Now it's going to require a wild pitch, pass ball, or a 2-out single from Isaac Bernard as the lineup rolls over.
Ball too.
Just about the only thing that couldn't get the run home as far as putting the ball in play would be the 2 comebackers the Freedom have rolled into. Shinnefield doing what must be done. Fastball called, strike 1 to Bernard on the inner edge.
You made the same read that I did. I said get there. You took a hard step, just like I would have, but once it hit him, see where it goes and stay right there.
A 1's way outside. Isaac does have a single today. He's 1 for 2.
They really like to try to throw that back foot breaking ball to Isaac, so expect a pass ball.
That would help. Shinnefield getting the sign. Will now come set. Got to find a way to get this run if you're Florence. A 1-2 pitch from Shinnefield. Fouled off to the left again. Bernard out in front of off speed. It does stay alive in the 1-2 count.
If he does it again right here, he's going to try to bury it. So this is the one that's going to get away from him if he doesn't.
Bolts middle infield playing deep up the middle. Obregon a step into the turf in right center. Bryn Martinez a step into the turf in left center at short. Playing behind the bags on the edges as well. As time's called in the box, Isaac grew impatient. Will step out, re-cinch up the batting gloves. Dig back in ahead of a big 1-2 pitch from the right-hander Shinnefield. The righty sets and steps off. He wants to chat with his catcher. The inning all started with a walk to Brandon Pugh, who promptly stole second and was successful in doing so, and saw the throw from Koffel airmailed into center field, allowing him to take third base where he stood with nobody out, but back-to-back comebackers to the pitcher. have turned this inning on its head and enforced Isaac Bernard to find a 2-out base hit. Shinnefield has lived around the plate today, has not sent one pitch to the backstop. That would also help the Freedom, as you heard Dennis Pelfrey making sure Brandon knew.
Black's pretty good. It was off black too, I think.
Pay attention to that down and in off speed. If that does squirt by. Brett Koffel behind the dish. Pugh's got the wheels to score easily. Shinnefield emerging from the meeting of the minds. Brian Oliver, the pitching coach for the Bolts, joined the discussion, but is now back at his post on the railing in the third base dugout ahead of this 1-2. Righty deals. Too far in. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Isaac Bernard. Windy City still clinging to a 2-run edge, 2-0. Austin Wilbrock waiting on decks. Had a good series offensively. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. What a fight from Isaac Bernard. He has fought off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches to extend the inning and extend his at-bat. Deuces all over the board. Shinnefield gets the sign and sets. Here's his 2-2. Called strike 3. Isaac knew it. Living dangerously, but emerging clean on the other end is the right-hander Hayden Shinnefield, who has hung 5 straight zeros now and protected the Windy City 2-run lead.
Are you craving the crispiness of Donato's pizza and the creaminess of Witt's custard? Visit a one-stop shop for both cravings in Independence, Kentucky. Haven't had the chance to try Witt's yet? Well, you're in luck. Stop by the First Baseline concessions and get a scoop of made fresh daily Witt's custard today. Donato's Pizza and Witt's Custard of Independence are proud supporters of Tasty Za, delicious desserts, and Florence Freedom Baseball. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Bolts back to the plate. They lead the Freedom 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Another quick-moving game at Ozinga Field. George Foe back out there in the midst of his first Freedom start. And a first pitch fastball is fouled back to the backstop and caroming off the wall right back towards the bump. Catcher Ryan Rinsky will chase down the foul ball and get rid of it into that Windy City dugout. Brett Koffel leading things off. Down in the count 0-1, swinging out of his shoes on the first pitch fastball. Ambushing early has been the MO for Windy City, and this one it's worked, at least to that 2-run 4th. Fastball is called a strike on the second offering. Nothing but strikes to Koffel to lead off the bottom of the 5th. High fastball is taken. 1-2. Koffel signed with Windy City on June 8th. Went 0-for-3 in his pro debut that night. Here's a fly ball to center field. Wrong part of the park. Andre Mercurio is playing deep center. He'll take a few steps back and make the catch. F8 for out number 1. And in steps Tyler Straub. Straub 0 for 1 at the strikeout. Here's the lefty. He'll misfire a fastball outside. (1-0) on the way. Same spot, same call. 2-0. Straub, the 9-hole man, is back to the top, and Omar Obregon for the 3rd time tonight next. 2-0. 3 straight misses off the outside corner with the fastball. Foe will try to fight all the way back from 3-0. Waste no time in between pitches. Here is pitch number 4. This one will hit the mid on the outside edge. Foe's been tough as nails, but Windy City able to get him to the tune of 2 runs on 3 hits in the 4th as the fastball is fouled back off the netting. A good answer from the lefty. He has fought back to make the count full. But his job's not done yet. Rocks into the windup. Here's his payoff. Lifted in the air, shallow in right field. Long run for Brandon Pugh, but he'll get there. 2 quick outs. And back to the top in Obregon. Freedom have had a couple of chances offensively in this game. In fact, in back-to-back innings, they've started to get to Hayden Schinefield, but he's emerged strong as a fastball is fought off out of play on a line. Inside-out swing, and an inside pitch was lined out of play to right. Now the right-handed hitting Omar Obregon facing the lefty. Switch hitter. Now wears a pitch off the inside of his knee, it looked like. Certainly no intent behind that one. Ahead in the count with 2 outs, trying to work quickly. Obregon will make his way to first base. Bring up Christian Funk, who started that 2-run rally with a leadoff single 1 inning ago. Funk 1 for 2. That single and a strikeout. Fastball on the outside edge. Will push him behind 0-1. A 2-run game in the bottom of the 5th. Windy City leading 2-0. Foe gets the one he wants, sets out in front of his chest. And the lefty deals the 0-1. Tap towards first, but foul. 0-2 quickly. The lefty way ahead. Funk was not getting the opportunity to play for Phil Warren's Gateway Grizzlies. Asked for his release and was granted his wish. Signed the next day with the Windy City Thunderbolts, has become their everyday third baseman and 2-hole hitter. 0-2, up and out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch, devastating breaking ball, waved at and missed. Another strikeout for Foe. He's now got 4, and he'll pitch around the beanball here in inning number 5 as the Bolts strand Obregon at first. On to inning number 6, 2-0. Bolts in front in the finale at Ozinga Field. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball, presented by Titan Mechanical Solutions. You belong at City. We are now hiring customer service agents to join the team at our Florence, Kentucky Customer Contact Center. Working at City certainly has its perks: tuition reimbursement, great pay, business casual dress code, and benefits day one. To discover a career at City and join our remarkable team, visit jobs.city.com/Florence. That is jobs.citi.com/Florence. City is an equal opportunity employer.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg, proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs: sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
When your truck is broken down, where do you turn for extensive repairs at a reasonable cost? Look no further than Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. We pride ourselves on being the premier source for truck and auto servicing in the area. In addition to our quality work, we offer 24-hour road assistance and towing for large trucks and automobiles. We can also perform work on RVs. We're located 2 minutes off the Mount Zion Road or Richwood Road exits on Dixie Highway in Walton, Kentucky. Taylor Truck and Auto Repair. Call 859-918-6122.
Top 6, 2-0, Windy City leading the Florence Freedom. Finale of the 4-game set. Florence trying to make it 3 wins in 4. Windy City trying to salvage a split. Austin Wobrock to lead things off for the Freedom in this 2-0 game. 2-3-4 due up. Wobrock, Lopez, and Mercurio. The Freedom have built threats and back-to-back at-bats off the man making the spot start for Windy City, Hayden Shinnefield, who's back out there to start inning number 6. Righty's been tough tonight and masterful at escaping jams of late. We'll get the quick sign from Brett Koffel, who sets up out. His first pitch on the outside corner to Austin Wobrock. It's 0-1. Freedom with 2 straight singles in the 4th. Could not score a run. Had Brandon Pugh standing at third base with nobody out in the 5th and left him stranded. 0-1. Too far in. A ball and a strike to Wobrock, who's just trying to get off the schneid here in his 3rd at-bat. 0-for-2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Costa Mesa, California native is a 6-year pro and the veteran of this Florence Freedom team. They'll take a big swing but come up empty at High Cheese as the count moves to 1-2. Aaron Brody with you from Ozinga Field. It's on the bus to Marion, Illinois tonight, about a 4.5-hour trip after this game goes final, and a game waiting in the wings tomorrow. The 1-2. Throw in the hands and sending a ground ball chopper foul off the third base side was Austin. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty deals. Line drive, left center field. This one sinking quick, but Fukuhara able to make the jumping grab. Wobrock retired as Fukuhara tracked it down in the power alley. Second nice play of the night for the center fielder, who has shown his vertical twice. 1 up, 1 down. And here comes Caleb Lopez. One of those games that feels like everything's going against the Freedom. Great plays defensively, missed opportunities. Windy City capitalizing on their one real opportunity facing the lefty George Foe tonight. First pitch swinging and a chopper to third base, but off the foot of Lopez. And that's going to be catcher's interference. Lopez will be awarded first base. A mistake by Koffel behind the dish, extending too far. Made contact with Lopez's bat. So Lope will take first base as Andre Mercurio steps to the plate with 1 out and a runner at first in a 2-0 game. Mercurio was involved in those back-to-back singles in the fourth. Lopez started the inning with a one-bagger. Mercurio followed suit. But a pop-out and a 5-3 double play quelled that threat. First pitch, a strike on the outer edge. Mercurio down in the count, 0-1. Lopez inching off to a decent lead at first base. He'll extend it once Shinafield comes set. The righty does that now. Slide steps and an 0-1 pitch. Loop to right field. Underneath, it's Chase Cockrell who will make the catch. 2 outs in the Freedom side of the sixth for Ricky Ramirez Jr. A more than manageable 2-run deficit for this Freedom team, who has rallied late time and time again to steal victories. But you'd love to get that first one to cross. Runs at times have been very hard to come by in this series. Windy City's strength is their pitching staff. They've proved it. Complete game shutout in game number 1 for Chris Washington, the lefty. A 4-3 win for the Freedom in game 2. 6-5, the victory earlier this afternoon. Breaking balls swung on and missed. Ricky falls behind 0-1. That 6-5 score is a little bit misleading. The Freedom hung a 4 spot in the 6th to get there. Had just the Mercurio solo homer through their first 4. Added one more in the 5th on a Connor Crane RBI single. Finally broke through off Big Country Tyler Thornton in the 6th. The 0-1s lifted out of play off the third base side. Ricky's down in the 0-2 hole. He'll take a quick lap around home plate. Taking his time before he gets back in the box. Shinafield more than aware. Will utilize this opportunity to take a trip to the rosin bag. Just a couple of tosses before he spiked it to the turf. He now reascends the rubber from the backside. Leans in for the sign, comes to an immediate consensus. Lopez at first base with 2 outs and an 0-2 pitch upcoming to Ramirez. Here it is. Hard ground ball, foul past first. Scoreboard indicating the Freedom have one more hit in the Thunderbolts. They have given Andre Mercurio an error in center field on that running catch in the power alley. I refuse to do the same. Scoreboard operators, as I've learned it every time. Breaking balls buried in the turf, but good work behind home plate by Brett Koffel to keep it in front. It was the in-between hop. A tough one to body up, but he just did and keeps Lopez at first. Count is still 1-2 on Ricky Ramirez Jr. Shinafield gets the sign. And his 1-2 offerings. Grounded, chopper style towards short. Cut off by Christian Funk, the third baseman. His throw is wide at first, but keeping his tippy toes on the corner of the base and making the incredible stretch and catch. Micah Coffey. And that's how the Freedom side of the 6th will come to a close. Windy City maintaining their 2-0 lead. Will send their 3-4-5 to the plate in the bottom half of this 6th when we come back to Ozinga Field on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
The exciting new 2018 Toyota Camry is here. With more power, more innovation, and the most advanced safety features standard. Camry's jaw-dropping designs include the premium XLE with everything at your command, and the sporty, aggressive XSE. 19-inch wheels, dual exhaust with quad chrome tips. The car you've been waiting for is here. For all Toyota offers, see your Toyota dealer or go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Why should you choose City Barbecue Catering?
I did a wedding tasting for City Barbecue Catering. Going with them for my wedding was a no-brainer. Their full-service catering left us with nothing to worry about. They took care of everything.
I fed 20 people, and man, people went to town on that beef brisket.
Thanks to the service and great food, this night was great.
The food was unbelievable. My fiance and I were so proud to serve this meal to our friends.
Visit one of City Barbecue's 5 area locations or order from the catering menu at citybbq.com.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House has been serving up a one-of-a-kind brew house experience for 40 years. With over 120 menu items to choose from, featuring their California spin on Chicago-style deep dish pizza, specialty entrees, salads, loaded burgers, enlightened entrees, as well as the world-famous Pizookie dessert, and award-winning handcrafted beers, they obsess over bringing you nothing but good times. Don't wait. Come into BJ's Restaurant and Brew House today. First pitch, swinging and a chopper to short. An easy play for Austin Wobrock. Bryn Martinez went up there hacking. That has been the mentality for the Windy City Thunderbolts facing George Foe. In one inning, it worked out for him to the tune of 2 runs. And that's what separates these two teams in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 your score, Windy City in front. But Martinez grounding out on the first pitch from the lefty Foe here in the 6th to bring up Chase Cockrell with 1 dead and nobody on. Lefty's back to work. His fastball is up and out for ball 1 to Cockrell, who doubled his last time up. Came around to score on a sacrifice fly 1 batter later by Tyler Alamo. Breaking balls down in the turf. Count now 2-0 on Cockrell. Lefty's right back into the windup, and an inside fastball's golfed in the air, but out of play off the right side. Two 2-1 pitch from the lefty, way outside. 3-1. Foe trying to fight back. 3-1 pitch, right down the middle. Now a full count. The cleanup man. Payoff pitch, tapped foul. We'll do it again. Foe gets the sign. Rinsky sets up in. Fastball was in, hit high in the air, deep to left field. This one's back at the track and gone. Chase Cockrell, his 2nd homer of the season and the day, makes it a 3-0 game. All Bolts. Rinsky wanted the fastball in. It was in, but not far enough. Middle in and hit a long way out. Here's Tyler Alamo. Down in the count 0-1 as a first pitch fastball was on the outside edge. Lefty deals the 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball, gets a whiff. The 0-2 stayed with the breaker. It's tapped towards third and foul into that third base coach's box. Oh, 0-2 pitch, sails on Foe. It's up and out. Lefty wasted no time. Here's his 1-2. Rifled foul out of play, off to the right. 1-2 offering. Called strike 3. Low and inside strike called. Alamo having words with Dom Longbucko. Didn't like the call, but it's a backwards K. Getting his money's worth. Still sharing his frustration as he now takes a turn back to the dugout. Taisei Fukuhara in the box. And the lefty will start him with a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Quick look around the Frontier League scoreboard. The Joliet Slammers leading the Evansville Otters 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th as a breaking ball misses outside to Fukuhara to even the sequence 1-1. Lake Erie and the Gateway Grizzlies tied up at 1 also in the 6th, but the top half. Lake Erie batting at GCS Credit Union Ballpark. Breaking ball down and away for ball 2. River City and the Washington Wild Things stalemated at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Washington a chance to walk that one off. 2-1 pitch. Good breaker. Swung on and missed. And Fukuhara, after jumping in the box, slams his bat on the turf. Upset he missed it. Very animated player. Now the 2-2. Stayed with the hook, but missed down and away. Got a flinch from Fukuhara, but he did not go around, so it's a full count. Payoff delivery. Rolled to third base. Pintor backs up, gloves it on a high hop, and sends the missile to first. That'll do it for the Windy City Thunderbolts in the bottom of the 6th. But they do add one more to the scoreboard. It's a 3-0 game, courtesy Chase Cockrell's second big fly in the doubleheader. He's got 3 RBIs in the series. And that's how many runs the Freedom trail as they come to the plate in the 7th. 3-0 game at Ozinga Field.
The exciting new 2018 Toyota Camry is here. With more power, more innovation, and the most advanced safety features standard. Camry's jaw-dropping designs include the premium XLE with everything at your command, and the sporty, aggressive XSE. 19-inch wheels, dual exhaust with quad chrome tips. The car you've been waiting for is here. For all Toyota offers, see your Toyota dealer or go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Why should you choose City Barbecue Catering?
I did a wedding tasting for City Barbecue Catering. Going with them for my wedding was a no-brainer. Their full-service catering left us with nothing to worry about. They took care of everything.
I fed 20 people, and man, people went to town on that beef brisket.
Thanks to the service and great food, this night was great.
The food was unbelievable. My fiance and I...
House has been serving up a one-of-a-kind brew house experience for 40 years. With over 120 menu items to choose from, featuring their California spin on Chicago-style deep dish pizza, specialty entrees, salads, loaded burgers, enlightened entrees, as well as the world-famous Pizookie dessert, and award-winning handcrafted beers, they obsess over bringing you nothing but good times. Don't wait. Come into BJ's Restaurant and Brew House today. Just an hour and 45 minutes in to this ball game. We're about to break ground in the top of the 7th. All bolts so far in this one, 3-0 your score. Florence will send to the plate. There's 6, 7, 8, Pintor, Pugh, and Rinsky to face the rejuvenated Hayden Schinefield, who has put some tough work early in his Windy City career, well in the rearview mirror, having hung 6 shutout innings tonight. He's allowed just 4 Freedom hits. All Freedom knocks singles. They've had 2 good chances to score runs. For the most part, Shinefield's worked quickly and effectively here in his first start of the season. Righty rocks into the windup. His first offering to Pintor is a strike on the outside edge. The 0-1. Bender with late break. But too far in for ball one. Pintor trying to reach for the first time tonight. A pair of ground outs to third on his ledger, the 1-1. Same pitch, same call. 2 balls and a strike. Not sure if it's just more confidence from the Windy City pitching staff that is top-notch, or if the narrative's changing on Luis Pintor, but he has gotten plenty of fastballs in this series. Here's a 2-1 fastball that he was ready for. Hits it high in the air to left field. This one's making its way towards the seats, and it's out of play. Straub tracked it all the way to the wall and foul ground. So Schienefield will have to wait for his left fielder to reestablish himself before offering the 2-2. Just underway in the 7th, a 3-run game. Righty rocks and fires. Pintor hits a high fly ball, deep left center field, at the track, at the wall. See you later, Luis Pintor. For the first time since the first series of the season, will touch them all. And with that, it becomes a 2-run game at 3-1. Told you he's starting to get fastballs. Maybe he won't anymore. Big time power to the left center power alley. And the Freedom are on the board. Third homer of the year for Luis Pintor, a multi-homer game on day number 2 of the Frontier League season. It's been a long wait, but he's back on track, and Schienefield will exit with that taste in his mouth. Windy City will go to the bullpen first. Nobody out, all 3 outs to find in the top of the 7th. Stats and info on the incoming hurler next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
Nothing like Chick-fil-A Chicken Minis to start my day off, right? The food is always hot and served with a smile.
I love Chick-fil-A breakfast, served daily until 10:30 a.m.
I spend my mornings at Chick-fil-A and my nights with the Florence Freedom for the perfect summer day. Let freedom ring.
Chick-fil-A Fort Wright, Houston Road, and Mall Road are proud to sponsor Florence Freedom Baseball this season. So come on in today. Quit stalling.
Looking for a career change? Opportunities knocking. Beckfield College can guide you into a career direction including healthcare, nursing. You can even get your business degree. Call Beckfield today and train to get the skills you need to be a medical assistant, LPN, RN, BSN, or get on the path to a business career. Opportunity is knocking. Classes start soon. Get to beckfield.edu or call 866-961-9393. That's 866-961-9393.
Now a 3-1 game in the top of the 7th. First pitch fastball from Randy Perez, who takes over on the bump for Hayden Schienefield after surrendering the solo blast to Luis Pintor. That's made it a 2-run game. Count is 0-1. Fastball will miss out. Perez on the roster as an infielder, but he has pitched. This is his 5th appearance this season. He can do it all. 6'2", 208 pounds. Another Bronx New Yorker. Buries an inside breaking balls. Brandon Pugh takes the 2-1 edge. Pintor's homer, the first real good thing that's happened for the Freedom in this game. Windy City's done a good job possessing the momentum from the start. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes with Brandon Pugh. Perez, a right-handed thrower of the baseball. Rocks in the windup and will miss down and away. He's in a full count. Final line for Shinnefield tonight, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts in his first start of the season. He looked good, but exited after the blast. Payoff pitch to Brandon Pugh. Low fastball, swung on and missed. Pugh down on strikes, may have swung a ball 4. Perez comes in and gets a quick out. Brings up Ryan Rinsky. Perez into the windup and his first offering, way outside. (1-0). Evens the count. Fastball right on the outside black. Righty deals. Bender this time, and in the same spot as the fastball before it, right on that outside corner. Tough pitch to do anything with. And Rinsky falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, devastating slider in the turf. Rinsky started to go, but stopped himself as the count evens up to his number, 2-2. Perez with just a 2 ERA over 9 innings of work in relief. Opponents hitting just 161. Off the right-hander, who also plays second base. Breaking ball called strike 3. Rinsky down on strikes. Back-to-back whiffs for Randy Perez. Looking like the right guy to go to stop the bleeding after the solo homer. An emphatic pair of outs to bring up Connor Crane. First pitch on the way to Connor, above the belt for ball 1. Score 3-1 here at Ozinga Field. Righty deals. Good swing. In fact, the 1-1 breaking ball misses off the plate. Perez certainly a good pitcher, but the Freedom faithful remember him for his offensive accolades. His first 2 career pro home runs came in back-to-back games at Florence on June 5th and 6th. Fastballs fouled off by Crane out of play on the first base side to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So truly a guy that does it all. Hits for power while also being a power pitcher. Two-two pitch, breaking ball, and a good take. Had the corner, but below the knees, and Crane able to lay off. Count runs full with Randy Perez. Righty kicks and fires the payoff. Slider swung on and missed. Having trouble locating its Koffel. Now he'll find it. And his hose to first completes the strikeout. Randy Perez came in, faced 3 hitters, struck all of them out. Luis Pintor does put the Freedom on the board. However, his 3rd home run of the season, and no doubter left center, has made it a 2-run game, 3-1. Time to stretch at Ozinga Field. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Let's see, banks that have come and gone since 1904. Well, I know one that's not. There are a number of reasons why Stockyards Bank continues doing business today. Some of it's about sticking to the things that got them here, like personal service, banking the way it used to be. And still, they fit quite nicely in today's world. They don't charge you to use any ATMs anywhere. And if your phone's on, they're open. Get to know more about them at syb.com. Stockyards Bank and Trust Company. Trusted relationships from a trusted partner. Member FDIC.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Breaking ball is fouled off the foot. We pick up the action in the bottom of the seventh, already 2 pitches in. George Foe working too quickly for our 1.5 long radio ads that we are obligated to play out. We thank our sponsors for their continued support of Florence Freedom Baseball. This is a breaking ball fouled off again. Count now 1-2 as a first pitch fastball missed. It's Micah Coffey in the box. The first baseman for the Windy City Thunderbolts is 0 for 2 tonight. And on the brink of George Foe's 5th strikeout, if he can find it, the 1-2 fouled back to the screen. A jam shot. Keeps the count where it is. Foes look crisp tonight. One tough inning and one mistake in the 7th. 1-2. Good breaker. Rinsky thought it was a strike, but Foe won't get the call. It's 2-2. Rinsky was up out of the crouch, about to sail it over to third base, start the around the horn. No such luck, at least not on that pitch. A 2-2 now coming from Foe. Fastball lined to right field, a base hit. Coffey got the foot down and rolled. A leadoff single to bring up Koffel, the catcher. Foe certainly looks like a fit. It's a quality start as we stand. Through 6 with 3 earned runs. High fly ball shallow into right field off the bat of Koffel. Took a late bend with the wind, but Pugh able to make the recovery and the catch. One away as Coffey strolls back to first. Tyler Straub, the next hitter. Foe with the throwing arm hanging out in front as he leans in for the sign. Gets the quick consensus. And his first offering is fouled off. Directly behind home plate. Count moves to 0-1. Lefty sets out in front of the chest. His 0-1 pitch, too far in. A ball and a strike to the 9-hole man. .83 sunny skies when this game first began. It's cooled off a little bit as the sun has set. Night has fallen in Crestwood, Illinois. 1-1 pitch. Hits the mitt. Called a strike on the outer half. 1-2. Foe ahead. Windy City with 2 runs in the 4th, 1 more in the 6th. Florence with their first run of the night coming via the Luis Pintor big fly in their last at bat in the 7th. Fastball's in the turf. Trying to get a dirt ball, reads Coffey on his way to second. Rinsky puts the throw on the money. Tag applied by Caleb Lopez, and that is as easy as it gets. And out on the bases for the Thunderbolts. Good throw from Rinsky. Bodying up a tough pitch. Coffey trying to get that dirt ball read, but Rinsky blocked it up perfectly. Ball landed right in front of him. He got it to second with plenty of time. Lopez waiting for Coffey to arrive. Quickly a 2-2 pitch. We'll miss upstairs. The count runs full with Tyler Straub. But now 2 outs, nobody on. Foe can take a deep breath as he rocks in the windup and the 3-2. Spoiled foul out of play off the right side. Another payoff delivery. But ball 4. Fastball misses out. Back to the top, and Omar Obregon, who's been on base once in 3 opportunities. Brian White, the Freedom pitching coach, will come out to have a word with the newly signed lefty George Foe, so I'll bring you in the broadcast booth. Big opportunity for the Freedom tonight to feel really good about what they're doing. Winning 3 in a row, get a winning streak rolling as they head to Marion, Illinois. They'll be arriving at the team hotel around 4:30 or 5 a.m. with the game waiting on Friday night at Rent-One Park. It'll be the first series the Freedom have played against their rival in Southern Illinois at their ballpark. Freedom 2-0 in that series, but would feel a lot better about themselves and the way they're playing if they go in to that opener tomorrow night, riding a 3-game winning streak. They will have to have some late heroics offensively if that will be the case. A 3-1 game that we re-pick up now. First pitch on the way to Obregon's. Rolled foul past third. 0-1. Randy Perez had taken over for Hayden Shinnefield after the solo shot from Luis Pintor in the 7th. Looked really sharp with 3 strikeouts. Struck out the side to quickly end the inning after the big fly. Fastball misses up. Evens up the count 1-1 with Omar Obregon. The 1-1 pitch, a late swing. Foul tipped into the mid of Ryan Rinsky, but Obregon looked like he was not going to swing, and at the last second threw the hands through the zone. Not his best cut in this 4-game series as the count moves to 1-2. All credit to George Foe on the nasty pitch. 1-2 on the way. Fastball hit hard to center field. Andre Mercurio a few steps back. Now he'll circle it to his right and make the catch. Foe able to pitch around the 1-out walk. Another clean inning for the lefty. As we move to the 8th in a 2-run game, the Windy City Thunderbolts lead. 3-1 the score. Top 8 next.
Toyota is making a difference right here in America, investing $23 billion, helping create over 470,000 jobs, building over 25 million vehicles here, including Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car, one of 11 different Toyotas built in the USA, with Toyota Care 2-year no-cost maintenance included. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmers market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family, and you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
White Castle asks, do you like deals? Do you like cheesy sliders? Well, how about deals and cheesy sliders? Because for your limited time delight, the Castle's got 2 cheese slider deals. The $4.99 combo meal for you and the shareable $7.99 sack of 10 for your crew. Try them with any cheese you please, like fiery ghost pepper. Yep, it's back. White Castle. Now that's a bold move. While supplies last, tax extra.
Freedom trail by 2, late stages. Top 8. It's a 3-1 game. Florence will send to the plate. They're 1-2-3. And Bernard Wobrock Lopez facing Randy Perez, who struck out the side, facing 3 hitters in his first inning of relief after a quality start was landed by Hayden Schinefield tonight in his first start for Windy City this season. Perez back out there to face Bernard here as a first pitch fastball. He's gonna miss off the outside edge. Perez wants to know exactly where. We'll just say outside. 1-0 pitch. Bernard swings and misses. Evens the count at 1s. More than manageable in a 3-1 game. Just need that good thing to go the Freedom's way early in this inning. Bernard reaching base would go a long way in being just that. 1-1 pitch. Too far outside. 2 balls and a strike. Isaac already has 1 single tonight. He's 1 for 3. Club leader in multi-hit games. No stranger to those 2-hit affairs. He's got 19 multi-hit games this season, but he won't get anything to hit here. A breaking ball nearly hits him. The count moves to 3-1. Perez trying to fight back. Here's his 3-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Very similar pitch to ball 1. As a hitter, what do? Sometimes it's called, sometimes it's not. Fastball swung on and missed. Bernard down on strikes as Perez continues to strike out everyone. 4 Ks and 4 batters faced as Austin Wobrock comes to the plate. Might be living dangerously to activate Dennis Pelfrey's microphone. About time we hear from the Freedom skipper as Wobrock steps in. He'll lay off a ball off the plate. Take a 1-0 start. And his 4th at bat tonight, 0 for 3, but pieced up a baseball his last time up. Just lined it to the wrong part of the park. Fastball's off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Perez all business, and into the windup, his 2-0 offering. A strike on the outside black, 2-1. Perez getting the sign from the catcher, Brett Koffel, who's going to set up in. Here's the 2-1. Good fastball was in and swung on and missed. Wobrock couldn't catch up. Randy Perez is making no bones about it. He is going to challenge you with his fastball tonight. If you can touch it, go for it. So far, the Freedom have not been able to. Another 2-strike count for Randy Perez. Here's his pitch. Off speed will miss outside. A full count. No stranger is Perez to a 3-2 count. He has already had 3 of them tonight. But with 4 strikeouts and 4 batters faced, I don't have to tell you that he's won the war each time. Righty rocks and fires again. Fastball spoiled. Wobrock catches up to this one, fights it off out of play to stay alive. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 8th. Windy City up a pair. 3-1. Perez has a full windup. He just rocked into it. Payoff delivery. Fastballs hit high in the air to center field. Should be playable for Taisei Fukuhara, who's underneath and will make the catch with some swag in center before relaying it wildly back towards second. No one on base, no foul. First non-strikeout for the Freedom, but an out nonetheless, facing Randy Perez. 2 outs for Caleb Lopez. Caleb's reached once on a single, and in his last at bat he reached on catcher's interference that we've seen now 4 times in 2019. First pitch to him is a fastball. Called a strike, looked to be above the belt. Lopez didn't like it, but falls behind. Caleb stands right on top of the plate and all the way back in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 0-1. Good breaking ball on the outside corner quickly, 0-2. And I can see why Randy Perez gets the opportunity to pitch and not just play middle infield. He's got electric stuff and a live arm. Here's his 0-2. He'll bounce a breaking ball. That was an easy take for Lopez for the first ball of the sequence. Righty rocks and fires the 1-2, and he'll miss outside. Smart take for Lopez. Breaking ball was dirty. It started on the black, but tapered off. Lopez read the spin. Freedom's vision training paying off as the count's 2-2. Perez fires the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Lopez didn't like that one either. But Randy Perez continues to have the strikeout stuff. Now 5 strikeouts and 6 outs for the right-handed reliever as we move to the bottom of the 8th in a 3-1 game Windy City lead. Keep it locked on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Bored? Looking for something different and exciting to do? Come to Full Throttle Indoor Karting and experience pure racing exhilaration. 40 miles per hour on huge indoor tracks. That'll do it. Full Throttle Indoor Karting has something for almost everyone. Check it out at GoFullThrottle.com. Come alone or bring your friends. With 2 locations, Springdale near Dave & Buster's and Florence just off the Turfway exit. We're close by. Full Throttle Indoor Karting. GoFullThrottle.com.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Quite literally a quality debut for the lefty George Foe, who went 7 strong innings, allowing just 3 runs, all earned on 5 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. But he will step aside as another newly signed hurler takes over, firing a first pitch fastball that bounces low and away. Christian Funk takes the 1-0 edge. It's the righty Sean Hughes who takes over in his first week with the Freedom. So a couple of new guys getting to showcase what they can do. In a 3-1 game, the Windy City Thunderbolts lead in the bottom of the 8th. Foul ball straight back to the screen, and thank goodness there isn't that there. Would have got me right between the eyes. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Funk has a single and a run scored tonight. He has struck out twice around it. Now 7 strikeouts for this 2-hole man in this 4-game series. Hughes sets at the belt. Heavy fastball. Right on the inside corner for a called second strike. 1-2. Each team knotted up with 5 knocks on the board. But the Bolts have turned theirs into 3 runs. The Freedom just 1. Courtesy Luis Pintor's 3rd home run of the season. Here's Hughes in the 1-2. Good breaking ball called strike 3. Make it the hat trick for Christian Funk. 1 early out in the 8th. Couple of switch hitters in the lineup for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Here's another one of them. Bryn Martinez back to the left side of the plate facing the righty Hughes. First pitch fastball to him is above the belt for ball 1. Hughes will take a walk off the backside of that mound real quick. Play a little game of toss with the rosin bag before he reascends. Behind in the count 1-0. To the 3-hole man for the Thunderbolts. 1-0 pitch. Fastball, broken bat, flare towards second. Lopez charges in, gloves it before it bounces. Frisbee liner for out number 2 to bring up Chase Cockrell. Got to be careful with what you offer this guy. Did not have a home run coming into this series, but will exit this 4-game tilt with the Freedom, having 2 of them and 1 on his last at bat. His solo shot in the 6th made it a 3-0 game. Hughes will start him with the fastball. Radar gun finally turned on here in the finale tonight. Hughes has hit 95 3 times. His fastball looks heavy, and it is. Well, they finally turned that thing on. 1-0. Down and away to even sequence. Tyler Alamo waiting on deck. He's also been a tough out in this series. Single and a sac fly. Be wise to let him lead off. Should the Freedom force a bottom of the 9th. 2-0 is down and away. Hughes will try to fight all the way back. Righty sets at the belt. Here's his 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Taken all the way was Cockrell, who will dig back into that right-handed batter's box. Still way ahead in the count. 3-1 from Hughes. Fastball. Late swing and a foul ball out of play. So Hughes has fought back. 1 pitch away from bringing the Freedom up in search of 2 tying runs at least in the 9th. If they are going to make this 4-game set a series victory. Brinsky will set up out. Here's the payoff. Fastball, and that sounded like it got the bat, but it apparently did not. It's going to be ball 4. Cockrell will take first base, and Tyler Alamo will get the chance to swing it. With 2 outs and a runner at first in the bottom of the 8th. Dennis Pelfrey likely out to argue the same point I made. Sounded like that ball glanced off the bat of Cockrell before caroming to the backstop. Wasn't called that way. So Cockrell gets first base. One of these days I might have the courage to go to Dennis's mic when he goes out to argue a call, but I'm not there yet. Hate to lose my job over something like that. Alamo on top of the plate from the right side. Big guy, 6'4", 225. Goes after a first pitch fastball and skies it behind home plate. Ryan Rinsky will take a glance, but it's out of play. Hughes ahead early, 0-1. As I mentioned in the opener of this day-night doubleheader this morning, Alamo, a couple of big knocks against the Freedom this season. A couple of eventual game-winning hits. So breaking ball misses down and away. That was all the way back in early June. Windy City came to Florence. They would take 2 of 3 from the Freedom that weekend. Alamo with the go-ahead hit in both those victories in the late stages. 1-1's hit hard to third base. Pintor in front. Has it on to first. 5-3. Sean Hughes looked electric in relief. He did issue the walk, but he made it a moot point. Added a strikeout and a couple of easy outs around it. So it's on to the 9th. Last chance for the Freedom. They need 2 to tie, 3 to take a 9th inning lead at Ozinga Field. You're listening to Florence Freedom Baseball, presented by Titan Mechanical Solutions.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
It all comes down to this. The Freedom have 3 outs to play with, needing 2 runs in a 3-1 game. We're in the top of the 9th. Randy Perez back out for his 3rd inning of work. What a weapon he's been tonight. He'll miss on a first pitch fastball to Andre Mercurio. The Freedom will send their 4, 5, 6 hitters to the plate in search of those 2 runs to tie, 3 to take a lead. Here in the finale with the Windy City Thunderbolts. 1-0's up and out for ball 2. Aaron Brody with you from Ozinga Field. Windy City 3 outs away from splitting this 4-game set with the Freedom. Perez rocks into his windup, his 2-0 pitch above the belt for ball 3. Love to bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Ricky Ramirez Jr., who's been known to run into heavy fastballs a time or two. Perez into the windup, now is 3-0. That's off the outside corner. Hard to drop a better start to the 9th. Get that leader on base. 4 straight misses for Randy Perez. And for the first time in his relief appearance, he's going to be forced to go from the stretch. Took a couple of innings, but the Freedom finally get a base runner off this guy. And Ricky Ramirez Jr. will step in. Perez with 5 strikeouts and 6 outs accrued tonight. But he's faced the minimum over his first 2 innings of relief. First offering to Ricky. Goes breaking ball, and it's over the outside edge. Quiet night for Ramirez tonight, 0 for 3. But things change quickly. Perez sets at his chest. The 0-1. Another good off-speed pitch. A tempting pitch. Ricky started to offer, but he did not go around. The appeal down to Phil Pupillo. Goes the way of the Freedom. No-go is the verdict as the count evens up 1-1. Perez leans in for the sign from Koffel. Gets the one he wants. His catcher will set up out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ricky hits it hard, but out of play off the left side. as the count goes to 1-2. Mercurio, a terrific base stealer, but it would take guts of epic proportion to put him in motion here. $11 stolen bags on the season for Andre. Second most on the club. The 1-2 pitch, way outside, an easy take. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perez has good off speed. He spotted it a few times. Does he trust it enough in a 2-2 count? He does not want to go full after already walking the leadoff man of this inning. My money's on Ricky gets himself a fastball in this 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. What do I know? A breaking ball, but it's down and in. So Perez will have to find the strike zone, or he risks bringing the go-ahead run to the plate for a man who homered his last time up. Righty sets, payoff on the way. Ricky underneath the fastball. High fly ball on the infield, but it's going to find its way out of play and onto the second deck. So he got the heater there and was able to spoil it. Just might get it again. For a little lap around the circle, Ramirez digs back in the left-handed box. And a full count with Randy Perez. Top of the 9th in a 2-run game. Ricky representing the tying run. Mercurio takes off, hard ground ball through into right field. Mercurio got a great jump running on the pitch, so he will take third easily. And runners are on the edges as Ramirez comes up with a clutch single. Still no outs, 2 men on, and Pintor strides to the dish. Beautiful baseball there, put the runner in motion, and Ricky capitalizing on the hole on the right side of the infield. Poetry in motion for the Freedom. Tying run at first base. And Mercurio at third. First pitch on the way to Luis Pintor. Misses outside. Baseball starting to feel a little bit heavier in the right hand of Randy Perez. Still needs all 3 outs in the 9th. 1-0 pitch. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed. Luis was trying to put the Freedom in front. For what it's worth, the only other game Luis Pintor homered in this season was a multi-homer game, so maybe he just keeps that a thing. His home run in the 7th was a no-doubter to left center. Ricky dancing off the bag at first base. 1-1 pitch, stays with the hook, swung on and missed again. Pintor will take a walk around the batter's box now before he digs back in. Behind in the count, 1-2. And if I'm Randy Perez, probably going back to that pitch until Pintor is able to lay off or foul it off. Either or. Pause from the set. Now the 1-2. Stayed off speed, but Luis does fight this one off. Still well out in front, but he got the bat on it to stay alive. That patented late Freedom fight on display again in Crestwood, Illinois. They've got 2 guys on. Nobody out in the 9th, trailing Windy City 3-1. Perez peeking at first as he lowers the hands to the set. He'll offer home the 1-2, and the fastball sails. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Windy City trying to implore their crowd to get loud in a big spot. Here's the 2-2. Hit high in the air, but foul. Out of play off the third base side. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Luis Pintor. It's 1 for 3 tonight. Perez gets the sign. Here's his 2-2. Grounded foul off the third base side. Another off-speed pitch. Luis has shown the ability to put the bat on it. Each of the last 2 times he's gotten it. Terrific differential from Perez. 78 with the off-speed, his fastball at 92. 14 miles per hour of difference in velo from one pitch into the next. A very tough adjustment for any hitter. Another 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball got him. This one at 89. But on the heels of 78, does the trick. First out in the inning for the Freedom. And now Brandon Pugh will get the shot. Brian Smith emerging out of the Windy City third base dugout. He's the manager. He can make a pitching change. He has not signaled to the bullpen yet. Might be out to just get the gauge on his hurler Randy Perez, who is in the midst of his 3rd inning of relief, and a guy that's not always a regular pitcher. He's made 6 appearances. And he'll get the vote of confidence from his skipper in this spot. He just got the strikeout of Pintora to help his confidence. But the go-ahead run does come to the plate again, this time in the form of Brandon Pugh now. Runner still on the edges. Mercurio standing at 3rd. Ricky Ramirez Jr. at 1st. In the top of the 9th. Pugh's had a good night in terms of on-base percentage. On base 2 out of 3 with a single and a walk. He was stranded at 3rd base, where he stood with nobody out back in the 5th. First pitch to him. Breaking ball. Don't exactly know where it missed, but good thing it did. 1-0. Righty readies. And his 1-0 offering. Fastball, spoiled foul out of play. Pugh throws the hands. Evens the count. 1-1. Brandon, a .265 hitter. He's homered once, has 11 RBIs. A weapon on the base paths with his speed when he's on. 1-1. Bender, and a poor frame behind the plate by Brett Koffel that may have had a shot if he didn't lower his hand 8 inches immediately after catching it. Hurts his pitcher there as the count moves to 2-1 in Brandon Pugh's favor. Righty deals again, and he'll miss outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Perez has to find the zone or the bases will be loaded with 1 out. Taylor Bryant is in the on-deck circle. He will pinch hit for Ryan Rinsky. 3-1 pitch to Brandon Pugh, a strike. Taking all the way. But now, 3-2. Perez gets the sign, lowers the hands to the ready. A payoff pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Randy Perez. Has him on the doorstep of sealing a save of the 3-inning variety. A tough feat. With 1 more out, he'll have it. Will be Taylor Bryant. Tough spot. Always got to be ready to perform, even if you didn't get the opportunity to play. He's fresh off the bench and stepping in the right-handed batter's box for the biggest at-bat of the night. Runners on the corners, 2 outs in the top of the 9th in a 3-1 game. And facing a guy who's been difficult to say the least. Quick look at first base, but Ricky just walking back to the bag as Perez did not pull the trigger on a throw over there. Righty's first offering, breaking ball, well spotted. On the outside black, it's 0-1. Perez now with 7 strikeouts and 2 2/3 innings of work. For those keeping track at home, that is every out but 1 via the strikeout. His 0-1 offering stays off speed, stays on the black. Quickly 0-2 on Bryant. You know, Taylor went up there thinking he was going to jump on a fastball. He hasn't seen one yet through 2 pitches, and yet he stands in the 0-2 abyss. Perez has picked a whale of a time to start locating that Uncle Chuck with regularity. Righty gets the one he wants. He sets at the chest. His 0-2. Fastball called strike 3. At 91 miles an hour on the heels of 2 straight in the mid-70s. Taylor Bryant was frozen. Striking out the side again was Randy Perez, who will help the Windy City Thunderbolts salvage a series split. 3-1, the final score tonight. Back to recap the one we just witnessed as we segue into the Florence Freedom postgame show next on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
Cunningham the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Compass Self Storage, we make it easier. We understand that storing your belongings is not a luxury, but a necessity. We're a proven self-storage leader focused on providing you with a friendly, professional, and clean place to store your items. Whether your concern is price, size, availability, or security, there is no need to look anywhere else. We provide it all. Give us a call today at any of our locations in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, or visit our webpage at compassselfstorage.com. Mention this ad and get your first month's rent for free.
Taylor Truck and Auto Repair, servicing all your local automotive and towing needs. 24-hour roadside and towing assistance are available. AAA accredited, family owned and operated. We'll even throw in a 10% labor discount for active military and veterans. 151 Dozier Drive in Walton, Kentucky. Call 859-918-6122. That's 859-918-6122.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
This is Ryan Quarles, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, here to remind you to buy Kentucky Proud at your local grocery, restaurant, and farmer's market. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're buying fresh, delicious foods for your family. And you're helping Kentucky farm families make a living. Ask for Kentucky Proud by name and look for Kentucky Proud products at kyproud.com. Buy Kentucky Proud.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. The Freedom fall by the final score of 3-1 in the finale of the four-game midweek set. Taking on the Windy City Thunderbolts, and it'll all end in a split series, each team winning 2 games in this four-game tilt. Windy City bookending the four-game series with a pair of wins. Florence got their 2 W's in the middle, and will head to Marion, Illinois through the night tonight, trying to get back on track after dropping another tough one. That was all about pitching yet again in this series that pit the Freedom against the Windy City Thunderbolts. A couple of the best pitching staffs really flexed their muscle over the last couple of days just outside Chicago. Taking the win tonight in his first start, Hayden Shinnefield improves to 1-0. Tough looks early this season for Shinnefield in relief, but man, what a difference getting the chance to start makes. The winning line for Shinnefield tonight, 6 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run allowed. It was earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And again, he moves to 1-0. Taking the tough luck loss in the midst of his Freedom debut, the lefty George Foe falls to 0-1. His line's not a losing line, but that's just the way it turned out tonight. Foe is 1 for 1 in terms of quality starts, but swallows the bitter pill of defeat. 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Tonight's game played in a speedy 2 hours and 37 minutes. Always a rare treat for a getaway day to play a quick game. No rain delays in under 3 hours. Pinch yourself, that doesn't always happen. Of course, I would have played a 5-hour game if it meant a Freedom victory. Unfortunately, that's not the way this one turned out. For the first time in the series, however, it was not a 1-run game. It was a 2-run affair. Windy City wins it 3-1. The Thunderbolts were actually out-hit in this finale, 6 knocks to 5. The Freedom did not make a mistake defensively. Windy City made a pair of them. Florence would strand in the game 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 men on base. The Thunderbolts a little bit more economical than that. They left just 5 guys on the bags in the finale. Here's the recap of how it all shook out tonight. It was a 0-0 game as we moved to the bottom of the 4th. A couple of starters trying to do good work in their first start. Their respective teams got off to great starts, but it was Windy City who would jump on the board first with a 2 spot in the home side of the 4th. A single led off the frame. Christian Funk set the tone. Chase Cockrell would plate Funk with a double ahead of a sacrifice fly from Tyler Alamo as the home team took the early 2-0 edge. Next run will be scored by Windy City again in the 6th. They would get a solo shot from Chase Cockrell, his second homer of the series. Made it a 3-run affair, but Florence would fight back, make it a 2-run game in their very next at bat. Luis Pintor, no time like the present. His first home run since the opening weekend of the Frontier League season when he had 2 homers against the Joliet Slammers. Circled the bags again for the 3rd time this season. His solo shot, a no-doubter to left center field. Made it a 2-run game, but neither team would score again. Final 3-1 in the finale between the Freedom and Bolts here tonight. We'll close this broadcast as we do all the others by taking a quick look around the rest of the Frontier League. See what shook out in a few other games in the league tonight. We knew the Southern Illinois Miners would salvage 1 win in their midweek 3-game set with Schaumburg, 2-1. Southern Illinois gets the victory to get a better taste in their mouth heading into a home slate with your Freedom next. The Evansville Otters are in the top of the 9th, batting on the road at Joliet, but trailing by 1. The Slammers could really help the Freedom cause, taking that series 2-1. Right now, they're on their way If they can get 3 outs before Evansville can score 1 run, Joliet will have done it. 4-3 your score in the 9th. The Lake Erie Crushers trailing by 3 to the Gateway Grizzlies, who are trying to salvage a game in their finale. 5-2 your score in that one. The top team in the East struggling with the last place team in the West in the 8th. The River City Rascals ended up salvaging a win in the finale. They were tied much of the ball game, but River City takes the final lead of the night, 5-4. They will take the series from the Washington Wild Things 2-1. And that completes your look at the Frontier League scoreboard. The Florence Freedom split the day and the series with the Windy City Thunderbolts. The Game 1 victory 6-5. The Game 2 loss here tonight 3-1. And we will be right back to action tomorrow with a 6:35 first pitch in Marion, Illinois at Rent One Park. Right here on the Freedom Broadcasting Network. The Freedom will enter that game at 40-26 on the season for the Southern Illinois Miners. They're back to 500, 31-31. Should be a testy, well-played affair on both ends as two bitter West Division rivals square off in a big-time series with West Division stakes on the line. See you tomorrow in Marion on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.